So the next one, so comparator. Just observe, listen this point well. Sir, comparator interface present in which package? Array comparable present where? Java.lang. Comparator present where? Java. Util, not lang. Okay, this is. So comparator present in Java.util package. Okay. Second, comparable defines how many methods? Only one method. What is that method? Compare to. Comparator defines how many methods? Two methods. First method is compare. Now first method is what? Compare method. Second method is equals method. Regarding equals, dot equals method, which is there in the object class like equals method, right? First add these 2 points. Comparator present in Java dot comparator present in Java dot util package, Java dot util package, and it defines two methods, and it defines two methods, and it defines two methods, compare and equals, and it defines two methods, compare and equals, compare and equals, compare and equals. Okay, like what is the prototype of these methods? And first method, very important, first method here. See, sir, public int compare of object obj1 comma object obj2, object obj1 comma object obj2, like this is the first method. So do you know, more or less this one is the same terminology only. Yeah, returns negative, if and only if obj1 has to come before obj2, obj1 has to come before obj2. Next, returns positive number, if and only if obj1 has to come after obj2. Next, returns 0, if and only if obj1 and obj2 are equal. Are you able to understand? Okay, this is. So returns negative, positive. Is it exactly copy paste or not? Compare to method behavior, compare method behavior, everything is the same. Can you tell what is the second method we have? This is the first one anyway. Second one, public boolean equals of object obj like. That's all. So total how many methods are there? 2 methods, right? Make sure you should aware. Okay, take these 2. Take clearly. Returns negative if and only if obj1 has to come before obj2. Returns positive if and only if obj1 has to come after obj2. Next, returns 0 if and only if obj1 and obj2 are equal. obj1 and obj2 are equal, like, can I clear, right? Public boolean equals of object obj, like. So not required to keep any explanation about this one. Okay, next now. So here there is one small point or conclusion you should aware. Sir, these two methods present where? These two methods present where? Inside comparator interface. Regarding inside comparator interface. Sir, I want to implement comparator. Sir, I'm trying to implement comparator. Now listen this one. Class my comparator. Class my comparator implements comparator. Take a bit special care. Class my comparator implements comparator. Okay. Sir, whenever we are implementing an interface, for how many methods I have to provide implementation? Compulsory for each and every method of this interface we should provide implementation, right? But whenever we are implementing comparator interface, we have to provide implementation only for compare method. Only for compare method. Okay, like the other method, equals method, implementation is a dummy. We are not required to provide implementation. We should provide implementation only for compare method. Then immediately you ask, sir, you are violating interface rules. Regarding, I'm not violating anything. Here just observe, compulsory we should provide implementation for compare method. But what about equals method? We are not required to implement. Why? What is the reason is, sir, class my comparator implements comparator. My comparator class is the child class of object. Object already contain equals method or not? Yes, that's why object class equals method by default available to this class. Are you getting? Because parent class equals method by default available to every child. That's why, sir, my comparator class already contain equals. Now remaining method is nothing but what? Compare. We have to provide implementation only for compare method. Is it clear for all of it? Okay, this is, make sure you people should have clear clarity. Okay, at this point also. Whenever we are implementing comparator interface, compulsory we should provide implementation only for compare method. Compulsory we should provide implementation only for compare method. Compulsory we should provide implementation only for compare method. Only for compare method. And we are not required to provide implementation for implementation for equals method because it is already available to our class. From object. It's already available to our class from object class through inheritance. From object class through inheritance. That's all. Are you able to understand that? Okay, this is what comparator compare method, equals method. Equals method is the dummy. We are not required to worry our so we have to take very much care about what compare method only. Is it clear for all of you? Not required to keep any explanation, right? Okay, so this is, so can you tell when we should go for comparator and comparable? What is the difference? If you want a default natural sorting order, then we should go for what? Comparable. If you want customized sorting, then we should go for what? Comparator. Observe the difference. Comparable present in which package? Java.lang. Comparator present in Java.util. Comparable contain how many methods? One method. Compare to. Comparator contain how many methods? Two methods. Compare and equals method, right? But whenever we are implementing comparator, for how many methods we should provide implementation? For only one method. What is that method? Compare method, right? That's all. Any explanation is required about this one? Okay. Now let me go for next level. Okay, take a bit special care. Okay, now this total discussion, let me convert into an example. Okay, I want to implement customized sorting. Let me convert into an example style. First example I will spend much time, so that the remaining examples will become easy for you. Take special care about this example. Add, write a program to insert, write a program to insert integer objects into the tree set. Write a program to insert integer objects into the tree set. Integer objects into the tree set. Integer objects into the tree set. Where the sorting order is, where the sorting order is descending order. Descending. Where the sorting order is a descending order. Descending order. Sorting order is a descending order. Just observe this example, right? So what I have to do, how we can implement customized sorting? Take very much a special care. Minimum 1 hour I will explain only on this example. Take special care. If you are unable to understand this example, the remaining things you can't get, I'm sure. So make sure you should aware clearly. Legend this one. Sir, here my target is observe. So what elements I'm going to insert? 1 minute. So here just legend. Here I'm taking tree set T is equal to new tree set. Legend well. Tree set is equal to new tree set. T dot yard of, can you please read the numbers whatever there on the screen? 10. T dot yard of 0. T dot yard of 15. Next T dot yard of 5. Next one T dot yard of 20. And then what? T dot yard of 20. Next system dot out dot println of T. That's all. Okay, now take very special care about these values, right? Okay, now my requirement is, listen, if I run this and here if I'm following default natural sorting order, so default natural sorting order, because first constructor I used, what is the output we are going to get? What is the output? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, like 15, 20. Sir, I don't want this bloody ascending order as the output. My requirement is, I want what? Descending order. I want descending order is my requirement. If you want descending order, so what is your expected output? 20, 15, 10, 5, 0, like. Are you getting 20, 15, 10, 5, 0? Like this we have to get. What we will do here is observe this point well. Sir, yeah, if I am taking like this, the output is ascending order only. But my requirement is what? Descending order. If you want a descending order, how you can run the show? If you want a customized sorting order, then we should go for what? Comparable or comparator? Comparator, right? Now, what we have to do here is, let me take class, here see, class my comparator. Sir, class my comparator implements implements what? Class my comparator implements comparator. Okay, class my comparator implements comparator. You have to write a class that implements comparator. That class object we have to pass here. Are you getting? If I'm not passing any comparator object, it is meant for what? Default natural sorting order. Sir, I don't want default natural sorting order, I want customized sorting. Then just here bracket open, pass an object of that class. What I have to do? New my comparator. I'm creating an object of my comparator like I'm passing. Okay, sir, without new my comparator, with this, what is the difference? I will explain. 1 minute. Sir, if I implement comparator, for which method we have to provide implementation? Compare, right? Let me write public int compare of what? Object obj1 comma object obj2. Object obj1 comma object obj2. Now listen this one. Sir, if I'm not passing comparator object, then JVM will call which method? Compare to method, which is meant for what? Default natural sorting order. Sir, I don't want compare to or comparable or default natural sorting. I want my own sorting. Then you have to pass comparator object. If we pass comparator object, then JVM is going to call compare method instead of compare to method. Observe the difference, right? So if I'm not passing this one, then JVM can call which method? Compare to method. If I'm passing this one, then the JVM will call what? So this class compare method instead of compare to method. So within this method, what logic you are going to write? Based on that, the elements will be inserted. Are you able to understand that? Okay, this is. Now observe. Sir, t dot add of 10. For the first element, any comparison is required? No. That's why for the first element, 10 successfully inserted. For the first element, no comparison is required. 10 added. Now the second element I am trying to insert. Comparison is required or not? Required. JVM will call which method? Compare method or compare to method? Compare. Because what is the reason? Because my class implements already I am providing comparator object. Now can you tell which compare method is calling? Compare of which object we are trying to insert? 0. Which is already inserted? 10. Now listen. Here only take a bit special care. Our required sorting, ascending order or descending order? Ascending or descending? Descending order. Take special care. Very, very important point here. Sir, our required sorting is ascending or descending? Descending order, right? If it is a descending order, 0 should come before 10 or after 10? After 10. Because in descending order, 0 should come after 10. That's why 0 should come after 10 means we have to return positive or negative? 0 should come after. After means positive or negative? Positive. Sir, your compare method has to implement in this style. If your compare method implement in this style, 0 should come after is nothing but like right hand side. Are you getting? But how we can implement this compare method to return positive? Simple. Legend the logic here. Sir, which objects we are adding? obj1, obj2 like. Sir, these are what type of objects? Integer I1 is equal to integer of obj1. Integer of obj1. Integer I2 is equal to integer of obj2. Integer of obj2. Okay. Now I am taking here, listen a bit very carefully. If I1 lesser than I2. Sir, I1 means obj1. obj1 is lesser than obj2. lesser element should come before or after? After, because descending order. Lesser elements will come after. That's why if I1 less than I2, OBJ1 is less than OBJ2, OBJ1 should come after OBJ2. That's why return positive +1. Return positive. Next, maybe +1000 also, no problem at all. Else if I1 greater than I2. Sir, OBJ1 is greater than OBJ2. Oh, bigger value. Bigger value should come before. Bigger value should come before. Before means what we have to do? Return -1. Return -1. Else. Sir, before -1. Else. What we have to do? Sir, I1 is not less than I2. I1 is not greater than I2. Both are equal. Both are equal means what I have to do? Return 0 like it. If I do like this, end of this one, end of this compare method. Now observe a bit carefully. Now listen. Sir, compare of 0, 10. What is the I1 value? Oi, what is the I1 value? 0. What is the I2 value? 10. 0 less than 10 or not? Yes. Return what? Positive. If it is a positive, 0 should come where? After. That's why immediately 0 will be placed after this. Now clear for all of you at first element. Okay, like now next one here, see. Compare of here, 1 minute. Yes, compare of which element we are trying to insert? 15. What is the root element? 10. 15, 10. 15, 10. So now observe. I1 is 15. I2 is 10. 15 less than 10. Not satisfied. 15 greater than 10. Are satisfied or not? 15 greater than 10. Satisfied. Satisfied means return -1. Return -1. -1 means what? Negative. Negative means what? Before. Negative means what? Before. Before means 15 should come before. Left node. Are you getting? Next, T dot add of 5. Can you tell which compare method? Compare of what? 5, 10. Compare of 5, 10. I1 is a 5, I2 is the 10. 5 less than 10. Satisfied or not? Satisfied. Return +1. +1 means what? Positive. Positive means 5 should come right hand side. But after right hand side 0 is already there. Now once again comparison. Can you tell what we have to do? Compare of 5, 0. I1 is the 5, I2 is the 0. 5 less than 0, not satisfied. 5 greater than 0, satisfied or not? Satisfied. 5 return -1. Return negative. Sir, can you tell negative means what? Negative means what? Before. So 5 should come before 0. Are you getting? 5 should come after 10, positive. 5 should come before 0. After 10, before 0 is nothing but like. Next one. What is the next one? T dot add of? T dot add of 20. Now compare of. What is the answer? 20, 10. So I1 is what? 20. I2 is what? 10. 20 less than 10. No. 20 greater than 10. Satisfied. Return -1. Negative. Negative means what? So before already 15 is there. Once again, what we have to do? Compare of 20, 15. 20, 15. 20, 15. 20 I1, I2 is the 15. 20 less than 15. No. 20 greater than 15. Satisfied. Return negative minus. Minus means what? 20 should come before. That's why. Okay, well. Now T dot add of 20. Can you tell what is the logic? Compare of 20 comma 20 comma 10, 20 comma 10. Can you tell what the answer? 20, 20 greater than 10. Satisfied? Return minus, return minus, minus means negative, negative, negative means 20 should come before 10. Sir, before 10 already 15 is there. Once again compare. Can you tell what the compare? Compare of 20 comma 15. 20 greater than 15 minus. Minus means what? Negative, negative. So negative before 15. Before 15 already 20 is there. Once again compare of, once again compare of 20 comma 20. Compare of 20 comma 20. Can you tell what? 20, 20 both are same, return 0. 0 means what? Duplicate. Duplicate elements we are not required to insert. Now what the answer is? Do you know left to right in order traversals like graphs? So 20, 15, 10 and then 5 and then 0. First left, next root, next right is. So first left, already left, root, right is not there, root, next right. For the right, left is there, left, right, root, right. What the answer we are going to get? 20, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0 like. That's all. This much story is there if you want customize your sorting. Are you able to understand that? Okay, this is. Sir, total central idea is compare method only. In what way we implemented compare, based on that the objects will be inserted. Here JVM is the blind person. JVM don't know anything. JVM just call compare method. If your compare method returns a negative before, if your compare method returns positive after, if compare method returns 0, is nothing but what? Duplicate, it won't insert, right? Okay, that's all. Sir, here one point you should aware. Yet this line number 1. If we are not passing comparator object, what is the answer? Default natural sorting order. Default natural sorting order means what? Ascending order. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. If we are passing comparator object, then what is the output? Customizer sorting, which is nothing but what? Descending order, right? Now listen this one. Here 1 minute. See, import java.util.star treeset demo 3 public static void main. Treeset is equal to new treeset of new my comparator. Okay. T dot add of 10, 0, 15, 5, 20, 20 SOP of T. Seems to be very simple code, but internally there is a big logic is there. Now class my comparator implements comparator. Integer I1 is equal to integer of obj1, integer I2 is equal to like. Can you tell the logic? If I1 less than I2, if I1 less than I2, return plus 1, return plus 1. Else if I1 greater than I2, sir, I1 greater than I2, return minus 1. Next else return 0, right? Okay, else return 0 like we have. This is the code what we have. Sir, now let me remove this new my comparator here. I removed new my comparator. Then internally JVM always calls which method? Compare to method. Compare to method meant for what? Default natural sorting order is nothing but what? Ascending order, right? Now treeset demo 3.java. 1 minute. Java C treeset demo 3.java. Treeset demo 3.java like. Yes, the code compiles fine. Java treeset demo 3. Treeset demo 3. What the answer by default we are going to get? Have you observed? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 by default we are getting. Clear for all of you, right? Okay, this is. But now let me take legend, don't make the noise. So treeset is equal to new treeset of new my comparator. Okay, like new my comparator. Then what is the output by default we are going to get here is, just observe this one. Yes, the answer is, have you observed? 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Is it correct or not? Our expected answer, I hope. Now take this example. better to take from the screen, and then method calls diagram you can take from the board. Take from the screen. So take clearly. So how we can implement customized sorting, you should aware. You can take method calls from board anyway, but better to take code first. And this line as line 1, better to mark as a line 1, because I will add some theory anyway there. Take clearly. Class my comparator implements comparator, public int compare of object obj1 comma object obj2 integer I1 is equal to integer of obj1 integer I2 integer of obj2. Can I complete it, right? So after taking from the screen, I mean the program completed, I hope this one, and then yes, I take these things, method calls like, and take the diagram also. Now method calls like, so for the first one no comparison is required, but second element onwards comparison is going to be performed. very clearly. Completed, right? I hope is clear. So take the diagram also related to the tree set. So first left, next root, next right. Do you know what is this order? In order traversal, right? Okay, like. Can I complete it, right? That's all. So this is, but here just observe. I hope you took this one as a line 1. Okay, line 1. Sir, if we are at line 1, if we are not passing comparator object, I'm not passing comparator object, then JVM will call comparative method, which is meant for default natural sorting order. Okay, at this point. At line 1, if we are not passing comparator object, at line 1, if we are not passing comparator object, at line 1, if we are not passing comparator object, then internally JVM will call, internally JVM will call which method? Internally JVM will call compare to method. Internally JVM will call compare to method, which is meant for JVM will call comparative method, which is meant for what? Default natural sorting order. Which is meant for default natural sorting order. In this case, the output is, can I spell out what is the output we are going to get? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. In this case, output is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, like. Are you getting? Next one. Next up. At line 1, if we are passing comparator object, at line 1, if we are passing comparator object, if we are passing comparator object, then JVM will call, which method? Then JVM will call compare method, then JVM will call compare method. JVM will call compare method, which is meant for JVM will call compare method, which is meant for customized sorting, which is meant for customized sorting. In this case output is can I spell out what the output? 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Okay, like we are going to get. Can I completed, right? I hope you people can aware clearly. Okay, next one. Next, that's all. So this is about a simple example how we can implement what customized sorting, right? Or how we can implement comparator. Customized sorting is nothing but like. But here still on this example, another few minutes I have to spend. Okay, here see. Here I want to perform some small post-mortem on this example with various possible implementations of compare method. So this is one style we implemented compare. Is there any other style? So what is the role of compare method and what the JVM is doing? A bit let me explain with more possibilities, right? Now what I want to do here is just observe. I don't want to take anything inside, or just I'm taking like 1 minute. Let me take various possible implementations of compare method. I want to take various possible implementations, and based on every implementation you have to decide what output we are going to get. Okay, here see public int compare method of object obj1 comma object obj2. Okay, like this one. Keep subheading first. Various possible implementations of compare method. Various possible implementations of compare method. Various possible implementations of compare method. Possible implementations of compare method. Various possible implementations of compare method. Okay, just observe this one, right? Sir, I'm taking here, just observe here. Anyway, which type of objects we are adding, right? Which type of objects we are adding? Integer. Let me typecast to integer form. Integer I1 is equal to integer of obj1. Integer I2 is equal to integer of obj2. Integer I2 is equal to integer of obj2. Like I'm taking. Take very special care about this. So now, if I'm not passing comparator object, assume if I'm not passing comparator object, then JVM will call which method? Comparative method. Comparative method meant for what? Default natural sorting order. Assume if I'm not passing comparator object, JVM will call which method? Comparative method. obj1 dot compare to of obj2. Correct or not? obj1 dot compare to of obj2. JVM will call. Suppose if I pass comparator object, then JVM will call which method? Compare method of obj1 comma obj2. In this case obj1 is what? 0 and obj2 what? 10. Sir, JVM will call compare, but if I am not passing comparator, JVM will call which method? obj1 dot compare to of obj2. obj1 dot compare to of obj2 meant for default natural sorting order. Correct or not? Default natural sorting order. Assume if I am passing comparator object, then JVM will call which method? Compare method, right? But within this compare method, what I am doing is, within this compare, what I am doing, obj1 means I1, obj2 means I2. Return return I1 dot compare to of I2. Are you getting? Return I1 dot compare to of I2. Sir, I am passing comparator object. Now JVM will call compare method. Within the compare method, what I am returning? Return I1 dot compare to of I2. Sir, what by default JVM is calling, the same thing I am calling inside my compare method. Can you tell what is the output I will get now? Default natural sorting order. Correct or not? Default natural sorting order means what is the output we are going to get now? So here, 1 minute. Default natural sorting order. Default natural sorting order means what? Ascending order. Ascending order. Ascending order means what is the output? Can I spell out? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 or not. Okay, like I'm taking. Yeah, JVM is going to call this. Sir, simple. Compare of OBJ1, OBJ2. Sir, can you tell what is the OBJ1 value? 0. OBJ2 value 10. 10. I1 is the 0, I2 is the 10. Return 0 dot compare to of 10. 0 should come before. Before means what? Negative. It returns negative. If it returns negative means 0 should come before 10. Before 10 is nothing but what? Ascending order, right? Are you able to understand? Okay, this is. Now take a bit special care. Let me execute up to this. Okay, now see this one. Very important terminology. Make sure. Sir, here I don't want to take all these things. Simple return. What is the code I have to take? I1 dot compare to of I2. Return I1 dot compare to of I2. Like this I am taking, right? Okay. If I can take return I1 dot compare to of I2, what is the output? By default we are going to get is, have you observed? 1 minute. Reset demo. Here just I added one, right? Let me remove that. Okay. Now observe. So let me compile this code. Yes. What is the output? Have you observed? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 only. Ascending order we are going to get. Are you getting? So by default, what the JVM is doing, same thing I am doing inside compare method. Correct or not? Return I1 dot compare to of I2. I want to apply a small technique. What the technique is? Legend, this one. This is first anyway. This is the first one. I want to make a small technique. What? Instead of this, I want to take return I1 dot compare to of I2 only. I1 dot compare to of I2 only. But let me add minus symbol here. I get a minus. If I1 dot compare to of I2 returns negative, because of my minus symbol, it will return what? Positive. If I1 dot compare to of I2 returns negative, returns positive, because of my minus symbol it will become negative. So opposite thing will come. Then can you tell what is the output? Ascending order or descending order? This one is descending order. What is the output? By default we are going to get? Yes, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Sir, let me trace. You people may have the big doubt here. Just observe. First 10, no problem at all. 10, no problem. T dot add of 0. Compare of which values we are passing? 0, 10. Legend 0, 10. I1 is the 0, I2 is the 10. Return 0 dot compare to of I2. 0 should come before 10. Before means minus. Minus under this minus. It will return what? Plus. That's why it will become plus. My JVM is the blind person. How you wrote the logic, I don't want to consider. At last what I got? Plus. Plus means what it means? 0 should come after. So 0 should come after 10. 0 should come after 10 means is it ascending order or descending order? Descending order, right? That's why what output by default we are getting is descending order only. Clear for all of you? Let me run this code. Here see. Sir, everything. Return I1 dot compare to of I2. What the answer we got? Ascending order, right? Okay, return. What I have to do? Return minus. If I can take minus, compile is fine. What the answer? Have you observed? 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Why we have to take big lengthy code comparison and so on? Simple, return I2 dot compared to minus I1 dot compared to of I2, descending order by default will come. One possibility. Second possibility, here say return I2 dot compared to of I1. So reversing the arguments. Can you tell what the answer? Ascending order or descending order? Ascending or descending? How many people are feeling ascending order? How many people are feeling descending order? Remember, the answer will become what? Descending order. Descending order. Because arguments we reversed, right? Descending order. What is the answer? 20, 15, 10, 5, 0 like. Now 1 minute. Let me trace for this also. At least one case. So that you will get much clarity. Sir, here see. T dot add of compare of 0, 10. I am calling which method? Compare of 0, 10. I1 value will become what? 0. I2 value will become 10. Sir, return 10 dot compare to of 0. 10 should come. 10 dot compare to of 0. Normal numbers. 10 should come after 0. After means what it returns? Positive. It returns positive. Now this positive by default is coming. Now here observe. Based on this positive number, I have to arrange these elements. If it returns positive means 0 should come before or after? Before or after? After means what? After 10, 0 is coming. Ascending order or descending order? Descending order, right? Are you getting? Don't get confusion. So here it is doing normal sorting. I will get some return value. Now use this return based on this value, perform comparison, right? Okay, this is now observe. Let me do that. Descending order or ascending order, I will show. Now observe. I don't want to take minus I2 dot compare to of I1. I2 dot compare to of I1. Arguments got reversed. What the answer we are going to get? Ascending or descending order? Descending order, right? 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Sir, I want to make another small change. Let me take minus symbol also. Ascending order or descending order? Ascending order, because I2 dot compare to of I1 is nothing but already one time reversed. Because of my minus symbol, another time reversed. 2 times reversal is nothing but what will happen? Original order only. Let me cross check. Default natural sorting order. But the answer we are going to get, yes, 0, 5, 10 and so on. Clear, right? Now, what is the fourth combination we covered? Can you spell out, Anna? What is the fourth one? Return. Return minus I2 dot compare to of I1. 2 times reversed. 2 times reversed means what the answer? So ascending order. Ascending order. What the answer we are going to get? So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, right? Are you getting clear? Next, 2 dangerous combination. Let me explain. 2 dangerous. Fifth. Okay, here say fifth. Return. Sir, I don't want to compare anything. My compare method always returns plus of 1. Always returns positive. Now you call any add. While adding, you call compare. Always it's going to call plus. Returns positive means what we have to do? Always this element should come after. First 10. And then 0. So 0 will come after 10. Next up 15. 15 will come after. Last is nothing but like. Can you tell what is the answer by default we are going to get? What is the answer? First 10, and then 0, and then 15, and then 5, and then 20, and then 20. Because your compare method is not telling it is a duplicate. Your compare method is telling what? Return plus. Plus means this 20 will be added at last. Like so. What the answer we are going to get? Do you know? Insertion order. Correct or not? Insertion order. The output will become, can you spell out? 10, 0, 15, 5, 20 20, right? Correct. I will show this one. Have a look once. Return. Return what? I don't want to take all these things. All these are not required. Return plus 1 or minus 1? Plus 1. Plus 1. Return plus 1, that's all. Now observe. What the answer by default we are going to get? 10, 0, 15, 5, 20, 20. Because 20 is the duplicate, but still your compare method is not telling that it is the duplicate. Pass plus 1 means always take at last. Next like insertion order, right? 20. So JVM is a simply dummy person here. Pass what you are returning. Based on that I will arrange. Is it really duplicate or not duplicate? I don't want to consider. If you return positive, I will place your element after. If you return minus, I will place your element before. If you return 0, I want to take. That's all. Whether really duplicate or not, you have to decide. It's not my job. Like JVM is the blind person here, right? Are you able to understand? Next, return. Next one. Return. Return minus 1 I'm taking. Can you tell minus 1? Minus 1 means what? Always before like. Then what is the answer we are going to get? Can you spell out? 20, 20, 5, 15, 0, 10. Can I use the term reverse of insertion order or not? Reverse of insertion order. Reverse of insertion order. Okay. Let me cross check this part also. Here see. Return. What is the answer? Minus 1000 I am taking. Anything you can take. Minus or not like. Now cross check. What the output we are going to get? 20, 25, 15, 0, 10. Reverse of insertion order. Okay. Last combination, 2 worst or dangerous combination. What is the last one? You know. Return what? 0. Return 0 like. Okay. Can you tell what answer by default we are going to get? Return 0. Sir, return 0 mean first element will be inserted and all remaining elements will be duplicate because return 0. Really duplicate or not, my JVM never going to worry. Oh, you return 0 means what? Duplicate. I won't insert, that's all. Only first element will be inserted, all the remaining will become what? Duplicate. Only first element will be inserted and all remaining are what? Duplicates. And all remaining are duplicates like we have. So can you tell what the answer by default we are going to get? Okay. So simple, only first inserted element is there. What about its value is nothing but 10 by default. Are you getting? Let me cross check this case also. Return. What we have to take? 0. Return 0. My compare method return 0 like. Now observe. What the answer? 10, that's all. Are you getting? All the remaining elements by default considered as duplicates, right? Is it clear? So here, where central logic is there for customized sorting? Inside compare method. JVM is the dummy person or not? Yes. So based on your return value, so my JVM can dance. That's all. Is it really duplicate or is it really greater than, less than? My JVM never going to worry at all. Are you getting? So this is what how to implement customized sorting by using comparator, by using compare method, right? Okay. Take all these things. This part. What heading you took? Can you spell out? Various possible implementations of compare method under the tab. Various possible implementations of compare method like public int compare of object obj1 comma object obj2 completed. I hope. Take clearly. insertion order. Next, reverse of insertion order. Correct. If it is a heterogeneous objects, based on our logic, it is going to consider, because I am adding different type of objects, but I return +1, then all those things will be added. That rule I will explain. Take, these are various possible implementations of compare method. Only first element will be inserted and all remaining are considered as duplicates. And all remaining are considered as duplicates. Duplicates. Take clearly. Now I hope you people got a bit clarity on customized sorting. Just for the first example, like this we are going to cover another 5 to 6 examples, so that you can get much clarity. Default natural sorting order, ascending order. Completed, I hope. Okay. Take different possible implementations of compare method. That's all. This part I require to explain. Clear, right?